Not sure why it's not playing. Hey, how you doing? Blessings, blessings. Wow, you from the United Kingdom. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. We got a few things to talk about, so hopefully you guys stick around. Um, so not sure if any of you guys know, but I actually live here in Chicago. There's been a lot of things going on, like it always is. Typical Chicago, okay? Now there's a situation that had happened on Monday, right? I'm sure a lot of people been hearing about this. If you haven't, then we're gonna go over the news. Let me lift my camera up. Also, we're gonna talk about the Georgia school shooting that just happened a few hours ago. I didn't look all the way into that, but I did see it come up. So first things first, make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all coming in. Um, so basically, here in Chicago on Monday, a very unfortunate incident occurred. There was a guy. Hey Angie, how you doing? Hey everybody, how y'all doing? How you doing? Um, so there was a guy that was on the Blue Line train on Monday. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, what was running through his mind, whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna read it to y'all. So Forest Park, Illinois, right? Which is really technically like it's Chicago, but it's like a whole nother city. It's definitely not that far from Chicago. It's actually in Chicago. A man was charged Tuesday afternoon in a mass shooting that left 4 people dead on a CTA Blue Line train in West Suburban Forest Park the day before, which is Monday, which was Labor Day. Ronnie Davis, age 30, of Chicago, was charged with 4 counts of first degree murder, according to. Hold on, y'all. This ad is in my way. Give me a second. Give me a second. We'll just add out the way. According to Forest Park Police, who announced charges Tuesday evening along with Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox and Chicago Transit Authority President Dorval Carter. This guy, he looks very familiar. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. All 4 victims were passengers on the Blue Line train as it was heading into the Forest Park terminal when they were shot shortly before 5:30 a.m. Police said 3 victims were found dead at the scene. Now, they were found dead on the train, y'all. This man killed them for whatever reason, unknown reason to the public, but um it was reported that he shot them point blank range and killed them while they were sleeping on the train. A 4th victim was taken to a local hospital where they died. Officials had identified 2 of the victims as of Tuesday afternoon. Simon Bahaisi, which he was a 28-year-old man, Adrian Collins, a 60-year-old man, and Margaret Miller, a 64-year-old woman. Officials have not released the name of the 4th victim, a 52-year-old man, pending notification of his next kin. Collins died of a gunshot wound to the abdomen, while Bahaisi died of multiple gunshots. Miller died of a gunshot wound to the head, and the 4th victim died of multiple gunshots, according to autopsy results. All 4 deaths have been ruled homicides. CTA security and Forest Park police found the suspected shooter using surveillance video. The suspect was located on the CTA Pink Line train at the California Avenue stop in Little Village, and he was later taken into custody Monday morning. A weapon was recovered. The gun was a 9 millimeter Glock 43 with 6 rounds, according to Forest Park Police Lieutenant Daniel Pater, who was in charge of the investigation unit. Investigators said that Davis was a forensic match to the 6 shell casings found across 2 cars at the Blue Line Forest Park stop. They mean 2 rail cars or whatever. Investigators said that they believe Davis started to shoot near the Harlem station on the Oak Park Forest Park Village line, one stop prior to the terminal. Davis was in a mask at the time. Police said that the shooting appeared to be an isolated incident and that the suspect did not seem to know any of the victims, who all appeared to be sleeping while riding the train. Police also said that it did not appear that the shooter tried to rob the victims and that the attack was completely random. Um, Basically, it's just saying what the top state's attorney Kim Fox is saying, which is fucking. She talking about we need answers. Bitch, I'm gonna be honest with you, sweetheart. I need answers because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I analyze things really deep. It's deeper than this on some real stuff, and I really feel like this is not the guy. Um, I'm not saying that it's not, but I don't believe these. I don't believe these politicians or whatever, the police. I don't believe, because if this was the guy, right? How come they didn't have, if they claim to have surveillance, how come they didn't have a picture posted of him yesterday or when the situation happened? Why didn't they post it so everybody can know where to find this man? Why did it take y'all over 2 days to finally show the guy? Y'all didn't want to say his name. Y'all said that y'all been had him in custody. Um, y'all said that y'all been had him in custody Monday morning, right? Here it is, Wednesday, and all of a sudden, finally, we get a picture of the man. Obviously, he's black. Y'all talking about he's from Chicago. So, first and foremost, I've been hearing a lot that's going to be, happening in the coming months, in the coming years, and they are plotting a race war. So obviously we know that the victims, I'm not trying to judge or whatever like that, but their names do not sound African American. We know that they are Caucasian victims, or one of the guys sounds like a Indian or whatever. I don't know, but I have rode the Blue Line train a few times, and honestly, the Blue Line train is like predominantly Caucasian people. Real talk, because I have to go on Sundays. I be having to drop my son off on the Blue Line train. That sometimes I'll ride the Blue Line, sometimes I'll just drive the car, but I have to drop him off on the Blue Line train, and majority of the time, the whole way through, it's like predominantly Caucasian people. So they trying to say a black man killed white people. What's going on in the chat? Yeah, yeah, get Liam out of here. Like, no, what's wrong with this dude? Please type English when you are in the chat, because a lot of us, such as myself, only knows English. Thank you. Thank you, Angie. Yes. So I just feel like what they're about to start is a race war, number one. Number two, I also do not feel like this was the guy. Like, I could be wrong, but I just really feel like it was not the guy. Because it took them way too long to show who he was, to bring his name to the light. I don't know. And then, see, CPD is very grimy. They very dirty. And they are known for just picking up random people off the street and using them, or mistaken identity, just grabbing random people that fit the description and throwing them into lockup. They known for doing this. If you fit the description, they will fuck with you. I remember when my husband told me a story about this a while ago, before we even met each other, when he said when he was a teenager or whatever, mistaken identity. He fitted the description of who they were looking for, and they just grabbed him off the street and threw him in a police station and had him there the whole entire time, and it wasn't even him. So they known for doing shit like this. I do not trust the media either. They lie. The media continuously lies, you know, and I don't believe this is him. I'm sorry. Why haven't y'all also showed pictures of the victims? Why can't we see pictures of the victims? What's like, why are y'all holding it back? Why is it taking so long? Like, I'm just trying to understand this. See, let me tell y'all something. This is why I'm tripping out about it, because every freaking day, I could pull it up right now. I'm gonna show y'all. Every day there is a crime committed on the trains. It don't matter if it's the pink line, the blue line, the yellow line, the orange, the red line train, the green line. This is why people have a hard time with taking the train in Chicago, because it's so dangerous. It's fucking dangerous, man. I don't even like taking a train. I would prefer, sometimes I prefer just taking a bus or whatever, because I'm talking about like the CTA trains here in Chicago is fucking dangerous. Like, and then nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? Nothing happens to these people. They get away with all these crimes. They shoot people, they kill them, they rob them, they stabbing people. It was actually that same exact day, that Monday, the other day, it was another incident that happened on the red line train here in Chicago. Somebody got stabbed. Like, this is it. It's just unfortunate that it had to be four lives taken away or whatever, due to, they say it was a random attack. I don't trust these people. I don't believe nothing that they say. I feel like this is not the actual suspect. Okay. They hid his identity for over 2 days and finally came to the light with who it was. Andy said it was bad in Chicago when I lived there in '97, so I know it's worse now, even though I was born there, South Side, near Halsted. Yes. Yeah. It's still bad. And it's still bad. And like I said, I just don't believe this story. There's more to this. He didn't just randomly shoot and kill these people. I mean, people do stuff like that, but it wasn't just a random attack. Y'all remember the Sandy Hook killing, right? Those people were paid actors the whole entire time. Shit like this happens. People get paid to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be surprised if he was paid off to kill him, so that they can push their freaking gun laws. Like, this is a way for them to push the gun laws even harder. And I knew it was coming. I kept telling my husband, I said, now watch this. Watch how right after he done killed these people on this train, watch and see how they start trying to push for gun laws and stuff again. And that's exactly what they're trying to do right now. They trying to push for more security measures. They constantly keep doing this shit with the security measures, but ain't no security shit. They didn't say it the same exact thing for the red line. Oh, it's going to be security measures. You don't, when you hop on the red line or the green line, you don't see not one officer in fucking sight. Like, the only thing that you will probably see is cameras, And it don't even matter how many cameras they got on the train station at the train station. It doesn't fucking matter. People still gonna do what they want to do. They got cameras all in each rail car. They got cameras at every angle. And I'm like, damn, they invested all this money into these cameras on a train, but yet and still people gonna be smoking. Yet and still people gonna be stabbing each other. Yet and still people are gonna be shooting and killing each other. Yet and still you got people getting robbed. Like nothing is going to change. Y'all talking about some Chicago got the harshest gun laws. Maybe we do, but people still got guns. It's not gonna stop. The crime rate is still going to be high. How are they going to stop people from having guns? There's only one way, and they already know this: martial law. Martial fucking law. That is the only way possible to stop people from committing crimes and to carrying guns on them and stuff like that and killing people. But they're not going to do it. Somebody said it used to be a lot of narcs and cartel in Chicago back in the day. Now it's just wannabe gangsters. Facts. Yeah. They be having security guards and cops on a train out here in Cali, and they don't do shit, just stand there and say stop. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. See here, and you know what? On the bus, like the only time what pisses me off is how the media lies. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to say, oh, there are security measures in place and the police are going to be riding the CTA buses and trains and stuff like that. Man, I'm telling y'all right now, the police, the only time you see them on the bus is downtown Chicago, where the rich, wealthy people are. They make sure they riding the buses downtown, but they always get off before they get to the hood. They get off. They don't even ride that long. That's why I'm like, why are y'all lying? Then on the train, they don't do shit. They will be on the train and the police be the main ones that be bullying, fucking with people anyway. So it's like, what are they doing? They just on the police is literally on the train to intimidate you with a badge. They're not helping us. They not doing anything. Ain't no security measures in place. I'm sick of them saying this shit. People still finna die on the train. People still finna get killed, robbed, everything. Everything under the sun. The only reason that this shit even happened is because the only reason that they are pushing for this shit right now is because at the end of the day, what's about to happen is they about to push these gun laws through even harder. But push as many gun laws as y'all want to. This is why I don't fucking do politics. Because this shit is a damn game. It's all a fucking game. All that's going to happen is people are still going to carry a gun. People still going to be shooting each other. Then it's going to be a race war. Obviously, I feel it coming because as I'm reading the comments on the video on YouTube, because the video was on YouTube, they caught the guy, blah blah, right? I'm reading the comments. All you see is just straight up racist ass comments. Racist ass comments. Everybody was like, yeah, of course he's a black guy, where's the Kool-Aid and the chicken? People be saying stupid stuff. Then it's like, oh yeah, he only killed all those white people because he hates whites and he's racist and blah blah. And I'm like, see, y'all jump into conclusions. Y'all making assumptions too damn fast. How do we even know this is the right guy? How? This is the biggest question everybody should be asking. How do we know this is the right guy? How? They just grab some random fucking guy talking about some, and of course they had to make him out to be black and say he killed these people. I'm just like I said, for the blue line is predominantly fucking Caucasian people. I've rode the blue line plenty of times. That's why I'm like, and you rarely see black people. It's only like at a certain stop. I forgot what stop that is. But it's like in a black area. That certain stop is a black area. I think it's Damon or something like that. It's by Malcolm X College. That's where all of the freaking black people be at. But like further than that, it's predominantly Caucasian. That's why I'm like, I'm not saying that I don't believe it. It would have been a black person that killed them, but I don't believe these people for shit. And like I said, CPD is known for intentionally just picking up a person. I should show y'all. Let me show y'all his picture. This guy looks familiar as hell. Let me show y'all. That's him. He looks familiar. That's why I'm like, yeah, Justin in Chicago. Blast off says any news clip involving a black dude, the comments are always like that. It's a shame. Exactly. Exactly. It's like I'm talking about anytime I see a news clip about a black dude committing a crime, all you see is racist ass comments underneath. The racist comments. But if this was him that killed these people, there is an explanation. It's an explanation. They said that he has a criminal history. They say he has a criminal history. At first, this is how you know the media contradicts themselves. Because at first they say he didn't have any history. Then they turned around and said he has a criminal history. Then they said that he was I guess he was a security guard or some shit. And he had I gotta look at that damn video again. But they said that he was a firearm trainer or some shit like that. So if you a firearm trainer, how the fuck do you got a criminal history? They said he did firearm training and he was a security guard. How? I'm trying to understand. And then they contradict themselves like 1 minute. Then this the crazy part, y'all. Now they trying to say that they believe potentially that the victims could have been homeless. Let me tell y'all something. No, absolutely not. Because first and foremost, when we be riding the trains, you will probably see like one or two homeless people on the fucking train. And of course, you know it's always a black person that's fucking homeless and shit. They ride the trains and it'll be like one homeless person here on this train, and a few cars down, it's another homeless person. Then you got crackheads and stuff, and people that be trying to sell cigarettes and weed, and people they do all type of stuff on the train. They selling CDs, DVDs, socks, you know, typical Chicago. So it's like, how all of a sudden y'all they potentially may be homeless? Like, nah, man, this shit. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit do not add up, and I don't believe none of this. I don't. And then this another thing. Y'all saying there was a fourth victim. Y'all can't even identify the fourth victim. Huh? You just identified three other victims. You saying it was a fourth one, but you can't identify the fourth victim. This I sit here and I try to analyze everything. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. And I know it is. I do not believe this is the actual suspect. Then everybody keeps saying, oh, he'll be out soon. He'll be out soon. Man, y'all got to look at the bigger picture. I just don't feel like this is the guy at all. He looked fucking confused in the damn picture. He looked confused. He looking like, I know for a fact I ain't do shit. I'm just saying. And if the guy and if it was him, Lord forgive me. But I do not trust this media. I don't trust the police. I don't trust them. You cannot put your trust into these people. Hell no. Something happened on that train at 5:30 in the morning. Do I believe those people were asleep? Nope. Hell no. I'm not gonna lie to you. Very rarely you will see people sleep on the fucking train. Very fucking rarely. I'm gonna tell you what people do. Like when we take the train sometimes, this is what people do. They'll do like this. Then they just close their eyes. They not even sleep though. They just close their fucking eyes because they don't want to have a staring contest with the other person. And I don't know why people do stuff like that though. Me personally, I keep my eyes open and on point at all times. I don't even put my head in my phone. I can't. When I'm on a train, I'm looking around because I don't trust nobody. These people is fucking crazy. For real. So I do not believe, I believe like out of the four victims, maybe one of them probably really was asleep, but I do not feel like all those people will sleep, bro. No, like I said, you will very rarely see a person knocked out sleep on a damn train. How the fuck did he kill four victims that were asleep? Huh? So it's like, oh, he sleep, pow. She sleep, pow. He sleep, pow. No. No. Hell no. So it says, Blastoff says, either is lies or his criminal history are traffic ticket. Damn, getting tongue tied. Tickets cause anything slightly serious. He wouldn't be able to be a security guard, let alone a firearms instructor. Exactly. Exactly. Angie, are you still here? We got Maisha back in the chat. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand this shit. I don't understand. Um, so let's try to see what else they were saying, y'all. Don't catch a short attention span on me, man, because I know a lot of people just attention spans are extremely, extremely short. Yeah, we got Maisha in the chat. So let's see what else they saying, y'all. Wait a minute. It says Kim Fox says we should be free to ride the train, to do yard work, to gather with friends on the front porch. Public transportation should be a safe space for everyone. Now, Kim Fox, you know motherfucking well. You know motherfucking well. Public transportation in Chicago is a motherfucker. It is not safe. It never has been safe, and it never will fucking be safe. And it don't matter how many different laws that y'all try to push, how many security measures that you try to put into place, it will never fucking be safe. Fucking scum of the earth, man. This I'm trying to see how did she get reelected. She not doing shit. And all she doing is letting the fucking criminals loose. Hey, baby. That's my husband in the chat, y'all. King Lou TV. And she got her up out of here extremely fast. Who need birth control? Okay, I guess the chat was moving too fast because I couldn't see it. Okay, so here's what Kim Fox said also. Kim Fox emphasized that it was only 2 weeks ago that Chicago shined and hosted over 50,000 people for the Democratic National Convention. Now you're talking about a Democratic National Convention. Bitch, we supposed to be talking about who killed these motherfucking people. Y'all talking about a guy named Ronnie Davis from Chicago, and I do not believe that was him. Tell the truth, y'all. Tell the fucking truth. The incident over the last 24 hours is a stark reminder of how far we still have to go, said Fox. Yes, because y'all are making that shit take long as hell when all you gotta do, I hate to say it, but obviously the only way for things to get on track here and to get a whole lot better is when y'all say security measures. I feel like what y'all need to do is have this shit like O'Hare Airport, Midway Airport, TSA, checking in, put them bags through. Put them motherfucking bags through. Step through the metal detector. That's what you call real security measures. Or, unfortunately, martial law might have to go into effect here. Might have to. I hate to say it, but fuck it. Bring it on. Shit. Because it's not going to stop. The crime is not going to fucking stop. Right. Maisha is back. Maisha saying, last week I was 17, now I'm 18. Now there is no need for me to go away. I'm just trying to talk to you. That's it. Don't take my conversation personal. Please, I don't need to be blocked. How do we know if you got so many damn accounts that it's crazy. My thing is, where how do we know if you are the age that you are? Because the original channel that you had, sweetheart, it was showing that you were a little child. I did not see any videos of your teenage self in sight. And I just don't want little kids. See, the thing is, I don't want little ass kids on here. I don't want that because I'm talking adult business. I'm talking about adult things, and little kids don't need to be knowing about stuff like that. That's why. And then people they do stuff. It be little kids trying to portray the image to be teenagers or adults and stuff like that. That's the crazy part. So what else is she saying? I'm trying to see how is she making all these pages. I'm tired of her. She has too many pages. Damn, it's not that serious to keep making these pages. Exactly. That shit is crazy. Like, ma'am, little girl, or whatever you is, do you have an obsession? Do you have an obsession? Because that's weird. That's like kind of like stalking, you know? But anyway, here we go with this shit. So Kim Fox says, uh, there are no answers yet as to the motive for the heinous act, and she fears there will never be. Kim Fox, how do you know that? How do you know there will never be answers? How the fuck do you know there will never be answers? How? Oh my God. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's either this is not the guy. The first thing I was originally thinking is they paid him off to do this shit. They paid him to do this shit so they can push their fucking gun laws. I'm telling you. That's the first thought. The second thought is this is not the guy. Meanwhile, Carter said CTA employees immediately began assisting police. You know what? Hold on. You know the most sickening part about Chicago CTA? It be crimes that happen, right? Now, they say this is how I know this whole thing was a setup. All of this shit do not sound right to me. So I'm gonna just let y'all know. Now, they said originally at first it was someone that called to report that it was four people unresponsive on the train. There was a random person that was on the train that witnessed the whole thing. Then they turned around and they said that it was no witnesses to it. No one witnessed anything. I don't believe this shit. I just don't fucking believe this shit, man. I don't. It's too many different it's too many different stories. And it don't fucking sound right. And then the sickening part that I was about to say, the sickening part about CTA is once a tragic situation happens and there's witnesses to a horrific ass crime, literally the same exact day, the bus route keeps going, the train keeps going, and they're allowing people to get on the same exact train or bus where there was a fucking horrific crime scene a few hours prior to that shit. So it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna still continue to run the train and run the bus, regardless of how many people died right here and there was blood spatter every fucking where. These people was crazy. These people are fucking crazy. Do you not know how traumatizing shit like that is, regardless if a person was there to watch it or not? It's traumatizing to people that has to take that actual train and end up on that actual train car to go to work. That's traumatizing. So y'all just gonna keep on moving the train and picking people up and making sure they get to their destination. It's like, yeah, fuck the victims. They died from a gunshot wound to the head, to the chest. They were asleep. So yeah. Well, we gotta keep it up, keep moving. We gotta make this money. We gotta keep moving the train. So yeah, our condolences though. Wow. This shit is fucking crazy. And they do this. They do this on the bus as well. It be tragic situations that happen on the fucking bus too. These ninjas, when they see they ops riding the bus, what? Come on now. It's murder she wrote. Anytime these ninjas see they ops riding the bus, the first thing that they're going to do is shoot. They don't give a fuck if it's babies on the bus. They shooting broad daylight. It don't matter. It's people that's been on the bus that lost their fucking life right there in front of people in broad daylight. And yet and still, the same exact bus is still running. Same fucking CTA driver still driving it. What? What? Hell no, man. This is crazy. This is fucking insane. So it says, meanwhile, Carter said CTA employees immediately began assisting police as they learned of the horrific crime, helping in such tasks as reviewing security camera footage. He also focused the CTA's own emphasis on safety. See, again, I don't know why the fuck they keep saying safety, because it'll never be safe. Chicago will never fucking be safe, no matter what. To our writers, we want you to know that we hear you. Hold on. This is what they're telling the writers. To our writers, we want you to know that we hear you and we understand your concerns about safety. The men and women of the CTA are united in our commitment to ensure that we're doing everything in our power to protect our writers as well as our employees. Well, CTA, I would love to see what the fuck you're going to do. They said we already have security measures in place, so no need to worry. You think a fucking camera or a fucking police officer is going to stop a person that really wants to fucking commit a crime? Do you really think they're going to be there to stop that shit? They're not going to stop shit. And majority of these officers, all they do is just stand there and fucking watch. If they ain't the ones committing the damn crimes, because it usually be them too. This shit is crazy. Y'all are not going to do anything about safety shit. Nothing. I ain't heard nothing about no safety, no security, none of that shit. So what are y'all going to do, CTA? What exactly are y'all going to do? Carter said that he could not speak to whether the 4 people who were shot and killed on the train were homeless. I'm just, I'm so fucking, like, this shit is crazy. At first they said they weren't homeless. They kept saying that. Then oh yeah, we don't know if they were homeless. I highly fucking doubt that they were homeless. I fucking doubt it. 4 people on the train, and I gotta correct myself if I'm wrong, but I believe that it was like 2 people that was on one train and the other 2 people was on another train. Cause he killed the 2 people on the one train and he went to the other one and killed them. So it's like, at the end of the day, like I said, you very rarely see homeless people sleeping on the train like that. For real. And if you do, you will see like 1 or 2, but they won't be like on the same exact train sometimes. Like, Brian says, so what's the answer? More laws? That's stupid. We have laws now and they don't care. And Angie says, well, we need some laws, but our laws sometimes are not doing their job. No, they not. Like I said, it don't matter how many fucking laws they put in place, y'all. These people are still gonna do whatever they want to do. And you got motherfuckers like Kim Fox that's gonna let the criminals out after they fucking do it. That's why it's like you can get away with murder here in Chicago. You can literally get away with fucking murder in Chicago. Because all that's gonna happen is you're gonna get out. You're gonna get out. This guy says, what I could tell you is that on the issue of homelessness itself, we have engaged and provided more resources to support people who are homeless on a CTA than ever in history of our agency. Anybody from Chicago knows you fuckers are lying straight through y'all damn teeth. You ain't provide no resources to no homeless people. Nothing. Why are they lying like this? This shit is crazy. This is why I say I don't trust the media at all, y'all. They be lying. Listen, I can drive through this motherfucker right now and show y'all exactly where the homeless. At one point, the homeless people was all up underneath the viaduct on Canal Street, and they moved them from right there. I'm thinking, okay, they probably helped them out, gave them shelter and shit. No, they moved them from right there and told them to go somewhere else. So they spreaded them out along Lakeshore Drive on the expressway. They're literally sleeping in their fucking tents along the expressway. That's where the homeless people are. The homeless people that sleep on the fucking trains and shit. No, I'm gonna tell y'all what resources they provide for them. They tell them to get the fuck off the train. No sleeping on the train. You got to get off the train. You got to find somewhere to go. That's the only resource. And you see so many fucking homeless people sleeping on the damn downtown streets of Chicago, and nobody, all these rich ass wealthy people that walk past them, the only thing they do is just look at them. They don't help them. They don't help them. All these fucking homeless people that's on the streets of Chicago right fucking now, and y'all talking about some y'all give resources to support the homeless people. Get the fuck out of here. I was homeless for 2.5 years here in this motherfucking city, and I tried to call 311. I tried to reach out to damn shelters. I tried to do everything under the sun, and I ain't getting no fucking resources and no help. The only time they gonna fucking help you is if you're a single mother with a child. That's the only time. Other than that, you ain't getting no fucking help. You could just kiss that shit bye-bye. We talking about Chicago here. We're talking about a fucking corrupt ass city. I do not believe this shit. And for those of you that just entered the damn chat, we're talking about the situation that happened on Monday when a man killed 4 people on the CTA Blue Line here in Chicago. I do not believe that this is the guy. I showed the picture of him already. He's a black guy. I don't believe it's him. I believe it's somebody else. Because, like I said, CPD is literally known for the mistaken identity situations that they be. Man, let's see. What else are they saying about this shit? Okay, I said that. What I can tell you is that on the issue of homelessness itself, we have engaged. Okay, I read that part. This effort includes partnering with social agencies whose representatives are on the system every night to provide the unhoused options other than sleeping on the CTA. Y'all, man, this shit is crazy. They just said that the people weren't homeless. They just said that they didn't know if the people were homeless. But see, now they moving too far into the homeless section. So now they're trying to make it seem like these people that got killed by this guy was homeless, bro. That's what they trying to do. They trying to basically, it's like no other options other than sleeping on the CTA. Like I said, when I fucking ride the CTA, people don't actually be asleep. They just close their fucking eyes because they don't want people staring at them. And it's just something that they do. They don't fucking actually be asleep. I just, and how would y'all know if they was really asleep? How would y'all know if they was just looking down like this? You're only going by the video fucking footage. Jeez. Lower Wacker Drive is filled with them. Yes, I wouldn't doubt it these days because they already know tensions are high with these illegals. Like, man. So it says, where? What else is they saying? Okay, it says Carter added that the CTA alone cannot solve crises such as homelessness and addiction. Well, duh. Duh. Don't we know that the CTA can't solve anything? But they claim they got security measures in place. Hello. Dealing with crime on CTA is a very complex issue that involves multiple layers of security and police resources to address it. They lying, y'all. They lying. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Just last week, the CTA announced it was rolling out a pilot program involving AI gun detection technology on its system. Carter said the AI software Zero Eyes was not a factor in this case. So instead of setting it up like the airport, y'all are going to have some AI gun detection technology on the train system. I mean on the goddamn train. Huh? To see who all has a gun on them. And I can almost bet that whatever that Zero Eyes technology thing is, it's going to zero in on all black men. Because stereotypically, black men have firearms on them. Come on, man. So it go on to say cameras on the trains capture everything that happened in the course of the mass shooting. Now they calling it a fucking mass shooting. CBS News Chicago has told the video is shocking and it will be used as evidence. It's unusual to have a multiple killing on a CTA train, said CBS New Chicago legal analysis Irv Miller. The CTA has more cameras, high definition cameras, than any other place in the entire country. Somebody, oh my bad, county. So somebody had to basically say, I'm going to do this and I don't care if I get caught. You mean the somebody that y'all potentially paid off to do? Huh? Davis has been arrested. Okay, so now they talking about the guy. Now we finna talk about the guy that killed the four people. His name is Ronnie Davis. He's 30 years old. Davis has been arrested several times since 2014, and he was sentenced to 2 years probation for a misdemeanor battery charge that year. He also pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct in 2020. If Davis is convicted on 4 counts of first degree murder, the only sentence that applies in Illinois is natural life in the penitentiary without parole. Miller explained that the question of mental state is really the only defense that applies in Davis's case. There are defenses under the law, and one of the defenses that popped into my mind on a case like this is the defense of insanity. If that is raised, it doesn't make any difference if it's on a videotape or not. The question is the person's mental state. Was this person able to appreciate the criminality of their conduct? Miller said. So when you shoot four people when they're sleeping and it's caught on videotape, frankly, there's not many defenses available to you. Huh? So what if he pleads sanity? Then what? What if he plead sanity? Then what? Insanity, if I'm saying it right. Then what? Then what? Huh. It's just so many different things to this shit. It says the mass shooting happened and CTA President Carter was already under fire, with calls for his resignation having made headlines back in May. Some Chicago older people's disdain for Carter has been renewed in the light of the murders. Wow, y'all see that shit? So basically, like I said, I would not be surprised if they paid this guy to do this shit to keep this man in office. Or I wouldn't be surprised if he paid dude ass off to do the murders so he can stay in office. Because he was about to resign. All the way up until the murders happened and everybody wants him to stay all of a sudden. What the fuck? Meanwhile, the Forest Park Blue Line Terminal has been an area of concern for law enforcement for some time. Forest Park Village leadership said problems at the terminal go back years and have only gotten worse. Of course. Of course. All on the trains, all on the CTA trains. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's the blue line, the green line, the purple, the red, the yellow. It don't matter. Still gonna be crime. It's still gonna be crime. While officials at the news conference Tuesday night did not confirm whether the victims of the mass shooting were unhoused, here we go again. The Chicago Coalition to End Homelessness said most, if not all, were experiencing homelessness. So where are y'all coming with this homeless shit? Like I'm just okay, and we got a few more sentences to go, y'all. Everyone has the right to feel and be safe in our community, regardless of their housing statuses. Many people experience homelessness when faced with many bad options. Use public transportation as a space that offers a form of safety and community. The organization said in a part of a statement, the fact that the murderer took their lives in this space underlines how we have. I thought y'all said that y'all didn't know if they was homeless or not. Huh? It's like they moving too far in assuming that these people were homeless. Wow. Kim Fox said that Davis will appear for a detention hearing at the Maybrook Courthouse in Maywood on Wednesday. Prosecutors said they will give much more information about his criminal record and the facts of the case at the Wednesday court hearing, which is today. Which is today. It's like you can't make this up. Let's show a picture of this guy again. One last picture. This is Ronnie Davis. Nah. Something's just not sitting right with this whole thing. It's sounding like, to me, before I move on to the next topic, it sounded to me like overall there was a few reasons why this happened, and I'm starting to feel like he was paid off to do it. Um, yeah, he do look crazy. He looked very crazy. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know. I have a hard time believing that it's him. You know, they talking about some. Basically they don't want him to plead insanity. But I mean, what if he do? He looks fucking insane. You know, I don't know. I feel like this whole thing was set up like this to push for more gun laws and these new security measures in place that they claim that they have when they could have just put it out there in the first damn place. Also to keep their little politicians in office over there in that area. You know, like it's just Chicago is fucking chaotic. Very chaotic, very demonic, very corrupt. Yes. Now let's move on to the school shooting in Georgia. Let's see what's going on with this. Because I done heard about this. I think I got word on it like an hour ago. School shooting. Let me pull it up. And it happened in Winder, Georgia. Okay, let's see. The most recent update was 20 minutes ago on CNN. At least 4 people were killed in a Georgia high school shooting. This happened today. This shit is crazy. It says what we know so far. We know that 4 people were killed in the shooting at the Appalachian High School in Winder, Georgia, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Another 9 people have been taken to hospitals with injuries. The Bureau said. Barrow County Sheriff Judd Smith said that he described the day's events as an evil thing. Oh, here we go. Kamala Harris talking about, oh, it's just outrageous. Parents have to worry if their child will come home from school alive. Yeah, and I speak about this shit all the time, don't I? Don't I? I talk about the public school system. I talk about this shit all the time. And I say it's best that we just keep our children at home and homeschool them, because not only do you not know if your child gonna come home alive from school, but you gotta worry about schools doing things to your children that you are very unaware of. It says the high school received a phone call this morning warning there should be shootings at 5 schools. There would be shootings at 5 schools, and that Appalachia would be the first school. Law enforcement sources in Georgia tells CNN. The shooter is believed to be a 14-year-old, but it is unknown whether he attended the school, a law enforcement source told CNN. Winder is about an hour outside of Atlanta and had a population of about 18,300 people as of the 2020 U.S. Census Bureau. Vice President Kamala Harris called the shooting that killed 4 people at a Georgia high school a senseless tragedy. And like I said, see, Too many school shootings happening back to back. Too many of these shootings on the CTA. It just, like I said, I just would not be surprised if people are being paid off to do this. Like I said, the Sandy Hook mass shooting, yeah, them people was paid. Speaking at a rally in New Hampshire on Wednesday, the Democratic presidential nominee said her heart is with the students and teachers of the school. She called for action to curb gun violence. Come on now. Come on now. They just won't stop with this shit. Yeah, they and like I said, I feel like they pay people off to push the gun laws. They like, I'm just trying to understand, how many laws are y'all gonna put into effect and think that it's going to stop this senseless ass killing, the senseless ass violence? How many gun laws are y'all gonna try to put into effect? It's not gonna fucking solve the issue. Okay? Let's just be realistic here. Kamala said it's just outrageous that every day in our country in the United States of America, that parents have to send their children to school worried about whether or not their child will come home alive. We have got to stop it, she said, adding that it does not have to be this way. She talked about how she traveled around the trade schools and colleges last year meeting young Americans. She said that she asked groups of students if they had to go through an active shooter drill while they were in school. Let me tell y'all something about this Kamala chick. First and foremost, I don't do politics or anything like that. But this the lady that's supposed to be running to get in office as the president. Meanwhile, she got Meg the Stallion performing. She got Meg the Stallion sitting up there performing uh at her rally, twerking and dancing. Can't even take this lady serious, man. Then she lies about her race. One minute she's not black, the next minute all of a sudden she black. Girl, bye. Can't nobody take you serious at this point. I don't even know. Like, I'm not understanding this lady. Anyway, she said every time the auditorium was packed and almost every hand went up, Harris said that kids in school should not have to use up energy being concerned about a shooter busting through the door of the classroom. Yeah, I mean, obviously they shouldn't, but at the same time, it's not going to stop. It's going to continuously be school shootings until something serious actually happens. And like I said, it seemed like, martial law might have to go into effect in order for most of this crime to stop. Do y'all think if martial law goes into effect, it will stop this crime? I'm not even going to say the percentage. But do y'all think it's going to stop the crime if martial law goes into effect? Oh, wow. My chat really froze, y'all. Okay. So Joseph says these are using it as an excuse to disarm the citizens. The numbers are statistically going down. A government must first disarm its citizens before it can impose control upon it. Facts. That's straight up facts. That's straight up facts. Big M says no. Malcolm says I think it will stop. Yeah. Um, but to Joseph, I do definitely feel like this is exactly what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to disarm the citizens. And if you ask me, I feel like all citizens should be entitled to carry a firearm on them for safety reasons, because it's satanic, evil, weird old creeps out here. But the people that tote guns online and just show off guns and just rob people and stuff like that, I don't feel like they should be entitled to have a gun on them because obviously, you know, they trigger happy. So it says, hold on, the the most recent update, which was okay, CNN got theirs different. The most recent update was 17 minutes ago, what Kamala Harris said, and about 35 minutes ago. Here's the picture, y'all. I'll show y'all the picture. Yeah. So it says you can hear gunshots from afar. Students described the shooting at Appalachian High School. Two students who were in the building during the shooting at Appalachian High School on Wednesday described their experience to CNN. So someone named Janice Martinez said, when this happened, I entered the class and then we were there for like a second period. So it was like during the middle of second period and I heard screaming and everything. Martinez initially thought that it was someone playing around in the hallways. She said that I thought it was like someone just yelling or something, so I didn't think much of it. But then she noticed that the noise kept getting louder and louder. And I was like, no, 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 guys. Like I told everybody to get down, because like you don't just joke around with that. Um, Martinez added that she got to a corner when she witnessed some girls crying and that the teacher was shaking. I was like, no, it's going to be okay, because if you tell yourself it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. Eventually, she said that authorities came and took them out of the classroom and onto the field. Another student, Alexandria Romero, said that she could hear the gunshots from afar. As they got louder, the school announced that it was on lockdown, and she and her classmates remained in the room for about 10 minutes until they were evacuated by authorities. This is fucking sad, bro. It just gives me the chills. Like, it gives me the freaking chills. It's sad because it's like the kids really can't be at school in peace because they got to worry about a kid running rampage with a gun. Like, this is my biggest thing. How did he get in the school with the gun? So CTA here in Chicago talking about security measures, right? Let's talk about security measures at the high school. I thought that when you were in high school, you got to go through metal detectors. I'm not sure if they like, do they do this all over? Especially considering the fact that the United States has a really bad history of school shootings all across the states, all across the map. It's school shootings here, school shooting there, school shooting here, school shooting there. And the worst one to me that I can remember was the one in Texas. So I mean, considering the fact that the US has a history of school shootings, why haven't there been security measures put in place? How are these kids getting into school with guns? How? Y'all not checking the bags, obviously. Y'all not patting them down, obviously. The school year just started back literally a few weeks ago. Well, damn, we got a school shooting already? Man. So it goes on to say this was another update an hour and 7 minutes ago. Erin Clark was at work Wednesday morning when she got a series of text messages from her son who was attending class at Appalachian High School. Her son says, "School shooting. I am scared. Please, I'm not joking." She says, "I'm leaving work." He says, "I love you." His name was Ethan Haney, 17. She says, "I love you too, baby." Y'all, this shit is giving me chills, man. I'm telling you. I'm getting the chills because This can happen anywhere. It's scary. It is so damn scary. Like, look at all these kids that's in school right now. You don't know you don't know which one of these kids is like not right in the mind and they just ready to shoot some shit up or stab somebody. Like, it's sad. So it goes on to say Clark told CNN her son, who was a senior at the school, heard 8 or 9 gunshots before he closed his classroom door. He and other classmates moved chairs and tables to block the door. The mother said that she and other parents were not allowed to drive on the road to the high school, so they parked down another street and walked. Once we got to the school, they directed us to go to the football field and meet our children, Clark told CNN. She later found Ethan safe by the bleachers. She told CNN that she was absolutely terrified when she read her son's text messages and that she kept praying that he would stay safe. Clark said that she was in complete shock that this was actually happening. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm in complete shock that it's actually happening again. You know what I'm saying? Being that the school year just started. The school year just fucking started. And 4 kids got killed at this school. The shooter, believed to be 14 years old, opened fire inside Appalachian High School, is believed to be a 14-year-old boy. Law enforcement sources tell CNN. The source said that it is not yet known whether the teen attended the school. Hmm. Here go Biden, y'all. Here go Biden, an hour and 16 minutes ago. This ain't Biden, though, of course. So Biden says that we cannot continue to accept this as normal. So what the fuck are y'all gonna do about this shit, man? It's like it keeps happening. Y'all keep pushing for other laws to go into effect and go in place, but the school shootings keep happening. Malcolm says they will kill an unarmed black American but take school shooters in custody majority of the time. Exactly. Exactly. So it says, President Joe Biden is mourning the deaths. You talking about a heartless, soulless, I don't give a fuck as president? This man was on vacation, to my understanding, living it up. He don't give a fuck. None of these politicians care, man. They really don't care. Talking about mourning the deaths. You evil ass politicians are mourning the deaths of other children. Y'all don't care. President Joe Biden is mourning the deaths of those who were killed in Wednesday's school shooting at Appalachian High School and said that we cannot continue to accept this as normal. What should have been a joyous back to school season in Winder, Georgia, has now turned into another horrific reminder of how gun violence, keyword, gun violence, continues to tear our communities apart. Students across the country are learning how to duck and cover instead of how to read and write. We cannot continue to accept this as normal. And they're going to continue to have to duck and cover because the parents are going to continue to send it. Y'all know what's crazy? Watch how the parents are still going to continue to send their kids to the school. Watch. Because it's like, I got to go to work. I got to go to work, so y'all going to have to go to school. The same exact school that 4 kids died in the other day. And they're probably going to close the school down probably for like 2 days, maybe a week or two, and open that shit right back up. They're gonna have memorial service for the kids and stuff like that and do all that, and they're gonna open the school right back up, and the parents gonna send their kids right back up in there again. Me personally, after a tragic, traumatic situation happens like that, my child ain't going back to school. Fuck that. We just gonna stay at home. Forget it. I'm not finna do this. And don't think if enroll your child in another school, they're gonna be able to escape some sort of violence. I'm not trying to speak negative and manifest things. I'm just spitting the facts. Like, violence is everywhere. That's why I hate when people just be pointing out Chicago only and making it seem like Chicago is the only, violent city there is, and it's gun violence and blah blah. It's gun violence every damn where. And unfortunately, 4 children lost their lives. 9 people got injured. But we're gonna go more into it because I really want to know, was it 4 kids, teenagers, that got killed? So it says at least 4 people were killed in the shooting. Of course, we know that. Biden also used his statement to call on Congress to act and pass an assault weapons ban. Ah! Just like Joseph said, this all they trying to do, unarm the citizens. That's all. They're using this as a way to unarm the citizens. Biden, he called on Congress to act and pass an assault weapon ban as he has done in the past. After decades of inaction, Republicans in Congress must finally say enough is enough and work with Democrats to pass common sense gun safety legislation. Do y'all think that Congress is going to say enough is enough? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Congress is going to say enough is enough. We'll just go ahead and pass it. So it goes on to say 9 people were hospitalized with injuries after a shooting at Appalachian High School on Wednesday, according to Georgia Bureau of Investigation. The agency also confirmed in a post on X that 4 people were killed and that one person is in custody. It added that reports that the suspect has been neutralized are inaccurate. Barrow County Sheriff Judge Smith previously said there were multiple injuries. Other law enforcement sources told CNN there could be up to 30 people who were injured, although it is unclear how many of the injuries are from gunshot wounds. What the fuck? That's not it, y'all. They got a whole they got a whole page on this. I don't even think I could read all this, but oh, this one says the hospital in North Georgia had received 2 victims from the shooting at Appalachian High School. A source with knowledge of the situation who is not authorized to speak to the media told CNN one of the victims is an adult with a gunshot wound to the stomach who is currently in surgery. The other is a minor with unspecified injuries. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. Man, what the fuck? Look, y'all, they passing the laws already. Already. They trying to pass the laws. So here it says FBI and ATF are on the scene in Georgia to assist local authorities. Attorney General Merrick Garland addressed the Appalachian High School shooting during a meeting of the Justice Department Election Threats Task Force on Wednesday and said that the Justice Department stands ready to provide resources to Winder, Georgia community following the deadly shooting. I want to address the tragic shooting that occurred this morning at a high school in Winder, Georgia. We are still gathering information, but the FBI and ATF are on the scene working with state, local, and federal partners. The Attorney General said he is devastated for the families who have been affected by this terrible tragedy. I just, I don't know. I just don't feel like they have any sympathy. I don't feel like they have sympathy for the families. Because all this shit is just, now they saying they don't know if the boy goes to the school. How did he get in the fucking school though? Because I'm sure y'all would have been able to identify the moment that y'all grabbed him. Okay, this little boy goes to the school. This is what his ID says. His ID states that he goes here. Asking him questions, or even if he talking, or have other people to identify who he was or whatever. Y'all, that the fact that y'all are already saying y'all don't know if he goes to that school or not, it makes me believe that he doesn't go to that school. So I'm starting to feel like he doesn't go to the school. So how in the fuck? Explain. Explain. How did he get in the school? If he don't go there, how did he get in the school? And how did he get a hold of a gun to be able to even enter the school? How? And I'm knowing that it's more tragedy to come. It ain't over with. It's just amazing to me how all of this is happening. All of this shit is happening between Monday and today. And there was another article that I seen today, y'all, and like, you just can't make this shit up, man. This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. Hold on. Cause see, we only know what they speak about. That's all we know. Or what comes to the media. It's so many different things that be happening. First and foremost, I definitely want to give my real, actual, heartfelt condolences to the families that has lost their loved ones behind this wicked ass gun violence. Whether it's in Chicago, whether it's in Georgia, whatever. Because it's just sad. It's really sad. These politicians with they, yeah, our condolences to the families. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all don't give a damn because y'all wouldn't even want to sit in front of the families while they mourn and while they actually cry over their loved ones, and they tell y'all that y'all need to push the damn laws right now and stop it to where motherfuckers is able to have guns on them to kill people and commit crimes. Y'all wouldn't even want to hear that coming from the actual families. Condolences my ass. Anyway, my actual condolences to these families though, because this is sad. It's sad. All this shit that's been going on, man. And it and you never know, unfortunately, what school it can happen at. It can happen anywhere. And people getting their kids up, getting them ready for school. Some kids is excited and happy to go to school, not even knowing that they gotta face a traumatic ass event, another student getting shot in front of them, or them having to duck and dodge bullets and stuff like that while their books is on their desk. It's just fucking sad. And all they want to do is just push for some fucking gun laws and stuff like that. Man, that shit's still not gonna stop. So when y'all push gun laws, what's gonna happen? Like, is it when a person gets caught with a gun, they're gonna have to do double the fucking time? Or like, how are y'all gonna catch people? This is my biggest thing. How are y'all going to catch people with guns? How you gonna catch people? So you just gonna pull random people off the street and try to see if they got a gun? I'm just this shit, man. I'm tr- so here we go again. Chicago girl, 12 years old, reported missing from Northwest Side, Chicago. Hold on. Like, it's gonna be crime every single day. Every day. Rather it's a kid missing, rather it's gun violence, people getting shot on trains, kids getting shot and killed in schools. You know, what are y'all going to do to stop it? Man, okay. Well, actually, so far, that's all I'm seeing. That's all I'm seeing on here is about the Georgia shooting and stuff, and also the man that was charged today with shooting and killing 4 people on a train here in Chicago. This is sad. It's definitely unfortunate. Shit like this got to happen. Like I said, I really feel like these people are being paid off to commit these crimes. And I really feel like it's a politic thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my biggest thing is, what are they going to do to stop the violence? Because I don't feel like nothing's going to be done. Obviously, it's going to keep going on and on and on. Nothing or no law is going to stop it. So, do we have to look forward to another school shooting after this? Because what is this? September? So, I got to see how many school shootings happened this year, 2024, so far. Because this shit is I mean, the school year just started. Damn. I will pull my damn child out that school so fast. I'm taking them out that school. You're not going back. Fuck it. If I gotta work, I'm gonna have to figure out who it is that who it is that I know that can potentially watch you while I'm working, or I might just say fuck the damn job. This year is going by fast. I mean, it's going by extremely fast. It was just January. If you ask me, it was just January. It's going by extremely fast. Before you know it, December will be here and it'll be January again. It's going to be 2025. Then before you know it, it's going to be 2020 fucking 7, 28. Like, I mean, all the senseless ass violence that's been happening. And it'll never stop. And I'm sick of these motherfuckers talking about security measures in place and yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to push this law and that law. And then you got people still sitting out here voting because they really feel like voting is going to change everything. And I hate to break it to y'all that are voting, but it's not. It don't matter if you vote for Kamala, Donald Trump, shit, it don't matter. It's not going to stop. They're not going to be able to change anything. Because once a criminal wants to commit a crime, that's what the fuck they're going to do. They're not going to stop at nothing. No matter what the law is, they don't care how many cameras is in the room. They don't care. People is crazy. They still gonna do whatever they want to do. And then these politicians, man, this is a whole damn circus. Seriously. These politicians do whatever they want to do. They plan us. They plan. I'm not even going to say us because I'm not about to include myself in that. I don't vote for a reason. And I don't vote because I know that this is all a game. They're playing with y'all. They're creating division amongst the people. It's like, who you voting for? Trump or Harris? Democrat, Republican. It don't matter. It don't matter. If it don't matter Republican, it don't matter Democrat. All of these motherfuckers is self-centered and just nonchalant, and they don't care about anybody but them damn selves and their families. Look at Bill Gates releasing fucking mosquitoes in the atmosphere. I mean, my baby has been attacked by mosquito. I mean, she got mosquito bites all up and down her legs, and she just it hurts my damn heart because she just such a little tiny baby. And then I gotta keep clipping her nails so she won't scratch them. And I didn't know what to do, y'all. I didn't know what to do. I kept putting Vaseline on it, or so then I looked up something and I got some baking soda. I made a baking soda paste and I just let it sit on her legs for 20 minutes, and then I washed it away, and she hasn't been scratching since. But it's just sad, like, he's releasing mosquitoes in the atmosphere to bite and kill people. To kill people. They talking about overall here in the state of Illinois, it's been, I think, 4 to 6 deaths literally this year from mosquitoes. The West Nile virus, or the EEE virus that's been going around. You got certain states that's shutting down and stuff like that. I think one of them is New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, over the fucking mosquitoes. Because Bill Gates is releasing them. They got a whole lab creating mosquitoes. Like, how sick is that? Oh yeah, we just want to create the mosquitoes, and then we're going to test them out, and then we're going to drop them on people so that they can bite people and attack them. So y'all using us as test dummies. So we're test dummies now. So it's like, yeah, let's go ahead and create some mosquitoes in the lab. And then what we're going to do is, once they're fully developed, we're going to separate the male from the female mosquito. Like, literally, I can't make this up. I watched the video yesterday and it was fucking sick. And I said, these people are disgusting. Like, this got to be one of the most craziest things. So if they can release mosquitoes in the atmosphere to kill people and attack people, what makes you think that they're not paying somebody to do a school shooting, or paying somebody to kill people on the train? You know, what makes you think that won't happen? These fucking politicians and all these powerful people, they're fucking insane. They're crazy. That's why I don't do. Kamala Harris is another one. She's fucking a lunatic. She crazy. And Donald Trump may speak the truth, but at the same time, he's also cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs too. Like, the shooting at his rally, I just feel like that all of this shit is a part of their plot twist. Okay, so if you think about it, it's something deeper than that. Yeah, it's Angie, it's not safe nowhere. It's not safe nowhere. Mike Patrick, YouTube, here's your comment, but Mike Patrick says it is still going to be fucked up out here. It is. It is. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's make the mosquitoes in our laboratory. We have a lab called Mosquito Lab, and then we're gonna make sure they're fully developed after we inject. They're literally injecting some chemicals into these mosquitoes. So when they attack us, we can either, and you know what's so scary about being bit by a fucking mosquito? Hey, you don't know what type of mosquito you being bit by. You could be being bit by the damn mosquito that carries the EE virus or the West Nile virus. Like they really trying to kill us. They're really, and it makes me be afraid to fucking go outside. When I open my front door, y'all, the you would have thought the front of my house was the mosquito laboratory itself. Because when I open my front door, they all right there. It's not gnats, it's fucking mosquitoes. And then they all attached on the windows and shit. They just waiting. Like I had to get my mail and stuff yesterday. So I'm trying to hurry up. I'm hurrying up trying to close my damn door, keep my door closed so they won't escape through the door to come in the house. Cause unfortunately, they be getting in my house. They really be getting here in my house, and I be, have a hard time trying to catch them so they won't bite me and bite my fucking daughter. So I'm out here trying to get my mail yesterday. I'm like, damn, let me hurry up. You know what I'm saying? So next thing I know, all of a sudden, I come back in, I'm scratching the shit out of my ankles, my legs, because guess what happened? I got fucking bit fast as hell. Like the front of my house is like the mosquito laboratory, the laboratory. It's this is Bill Gates laboratory right here in front of my fucking house. Somebody named Ray says chemical warfare is nothing new, though it is apparent that the method of delivery would not be effective or cost effective. I don't know. I'm saying that shit wrong. I am curious. Finish your statement about the female and male mosquitoes. Um, yeah. So anyway, yeah, they when I watched the video yesterday, they said that they create the mosquitoes, like they made them, and it's making me sick, y'all. They made them, and then they separate the male from the female mosquitoes. And then in the laboratory, they have one side where there's the male mosquitoes and the other side where there's the female mosquitoes. Mind you, they already injected them with some fucking chemical. Because whatever the chemical is, it is the virus that they're carrying. So when they bite the person, that person has a bad reaction to the mosquito bite, and next thing you know, either they can die from it or I don't know. But the shit was fucking weird. So then once the male and female are fully developed all the way, and they pack them up in this huge ass container, it's like a big ass box. They pack them up, and then they send like I think it's like a drone that carries it, or an airplane that carries the fucking mosquitoes, and they just drop them down on the community. And now it's no wonder why the mosquitoes that I keep seeing outside or that I see on my skin that's attacking me looks fucking weird. And I'm looking like, I ain't never seen a damn mosquito that's green and purple and orange and it's fat and they thick. They like really big. Bruh. This dude, and I encourage y'all to go look at the video. Go look at the video, y'all. This dude is literally, he got a whole laboratory with fucking mosquitoes. They're creating them in the lab, sending them out and dropping them in the air. Hell no, man. Sick. Sick. This is sick. And yes, chemical warfare is not nothing new. I already knew about chemical warfare since I was a teenager. You know, same thing with the COVID situation, chemical warfare. I mean, that was their intent. You know what I'm saying? To see how many people that they can get. It's just depopulation. That's all. Depopulation. If it ain't a mass shooting inside of a mall or a mass shooting inside of a fucking school, what their intent is to do is chemical warfare. It's like, let's see how many people we can get to die from the mosquitoes or die from the COVID vaccines and die from the COVID shot. I mean, the COVID virus and, you know, just the monkeypox. The monkeypox. What happened? What happened to that? Huh? I don't think I'm hearing about the monkeypox anymore. What happened with that? Y'all ain't talking about the monkeypox no more. Now y'all talking about the fucking mosquitoes. Bruh. What's next? What's next after the mosquitoes? These people is fucking crazy, bro. That's why I don't deal with the politics stuff. Man. David says, most precious blood of Jesus Christ, save us and the whole world. This prayer blinds Satan and all evil and influences and protects you. Say it unceasingly. See, my phone, my screen is cracked up so bad. It's hard for me to really read stuff. But yes, please, God, you know what I'm saying? But I know that we are in hell on earth. It's not hard to believe that we're in hell on earth. This is hell on earth. And I actually have a video that I did last year that's titled Hell on Earth. So if y'all go to my video section and you scroll up, you're going to see it. Hell on Earth. I talked about it because I know that we're living in hell on earth and all of the stuff that's happening with the mass shootings and the freaking viruses and the mosquitoes and the people still wearing their masks because they're afraid that they may catch. They feel like COVID is still here. They're going to catch COVID and chemical warfare overall. You know, the what else we got? The chemtrails. At one point, the chemtrails used to be extremely high in the atmosphere. Now, that shit is very close. It's like very fucking close. And y'all know when they spray the chemtrails, it's blood. It's actually fucking blood that they're spraying. That's why this world is so damn evil. But nevertheless, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. Had to bring up the news for today. I don't typically always do that, but I encourage you guys to go and watch my other videos, go and watch my other live streams. Make sure y'all get the likes up on this video if you liked it. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can know anytime I'm finna go live. Other than that, y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. And I appreciate y'all for staying with me in the live stream. All right, I'm out.